Hello lovelies, it's Lex, and I have a kind of interesting just decoration speed build, I guess is what I'm going to call it today. So I did this build a while ago. This is my house in real life. We just bought a house a few months ago, and I did the exterior kind of general room shape of it a while ago, and then I never actually furnished it. I did a gallery contest kind of thing a while ago where I asked people to furnish my house, and that was really fun. I did that right when we moved in, so that I would have something to do with Sims, but something easy that I could just not really worry about it, because we had so much unpacking and just so much stuff to do. If anybody has ever purchased a house that's watching this, you totally understand what I'm talking about. There is just so much stuff that you need to do that it's just absolutely crazy. But that's why the kitchen was basically already finished. And I just put a little bit of clutter in there. My dining room, looking at the house now while I was furnishing it versus when I actually built it, I realized that the dimensions that I have in the rooms are not exactly how they would be, I guess, if that makes sense. And I didn't really realize until I started putting in furniture where I was wait, this window is actually over here, and this hallway is actually kind of like this, but it's close enough. I mean, it's pretty decently close. I don't know if you can see outside I have that random strip of fountain that's just kind of there. We actually have a creek that runs right next to our house, so I put that in there just to represent the creek. And then I actually do have a high top dining, big giant square marble high top table in my dining room. The couch here is definitely not actually how ours is. Our couch is one of those ones that has the chaise lounge on the end. So I kind of tried to do that, but it looked really stupid. So I ended up taking it off later and just being whatever, it is what it is. Because it's, it's not going to be exactly perfect. It's just a kind of a representation of how the house looks. But yeah, we are still in the process of kind of decorating. We've been here since May. So what is that, 4 months-ish now? 3.5. It was the middle of May. It's 3.5, 4 months-ish is how long we've been moved in. But it's just every time that I think that I have a room that a way that I want it, or I think that we have everything that we need, we just find something else. We're oh, well, I don't know what happened to this, but it didn't make the move, or I don't know where this is still, because we have stuff downstairs, which it's going to be so hard to explain it. So I have a basement, which is in the build, but only half of my basement is actually underground. So we have an attached garage that you can get into the basement from, which is obviously not in here because we don't have garages, or I would show it. That's above ground, and then part of the basement is below ground, and then also above ground. That's connected to the basement, that's actually kind of in our driveway. I have an extra room, an extra finished room with carpeting that's above ground, but technically is in the basement because that's the only way that you can get to it. It's really hard to explain, and obviously I can't have everybody come and see my house to, know what I'm actually talking about. But I really wasn't able to do that just because of how the building is in this. You can't change the terrain at all, so I couldn't just build a room and then cover it with a hill. And it was really hard to try to build this house just because of the way that it's set up, and since we can't have garages and we can't have this, we can't have that, but I did my very, very best. Let me see. So the drapes that I ended up putting in this room are the wrong color. I put red ones in. We actually have purple ones, but purple was not an option. And then you can see that there's this large space, and I'm kind of just filling around in the catalog trying to find something. So that large space that's between that chair, which in real life is a recliner, and the couch, I have 3 kitty cats, as you guys know. So there's actually a big giant scratching post there for them, a kitty cat tower hangout kind of area. So I decided just to leave it blank because I didn't find anything that represented that at all. So I just left it empty. Then when we're coming upstairs here, I actually changed the shape of the rooms because I was looking at it and I was yeah, no, that's not how our upstairs is at all. So I was trying to change it and not change it, and the scales of the rooms are super messed up, but whatever, it is what it is. So this room I'm doing right now is actually smaller in real life than it is in the game. So that elongated portion over to the right there that's closer to that other room is actually pushed up like two square spaces. So that dresser would be right against that chair, if that makes sense, is how small that room actually is. That's my boyfriend's office. He was nice enough to let me have the larger of the extra bedrooms. So I have more things that I need to put into my office. So he has the little one. I have the slightly larger office. Obviously, we share the other room is our bedroom. And once that downstairs room is not just full of crap, because right now it's kind of just like a storage area, that's going to be like his hangout for like when he has, his groups of friends over and whatever. It'll be, I don't want to say a man cave because like he doesn't need one because I also play video games and we have like the same group of friends basically at this point. So he doesn't really need like, stereotypical man cave or whatever. But it's just going to be more of like his space where he can do whatever he wants with his buddies. But that closet, I do have a closet. This is like my office now that I'm working on. So I do have a closet in there, but it's just like one single door that goes into a closet. It's not like an actual thing. And you actually get into the attic from my closet. So I don't know. It's an older house. I mean, it's not super old, but it's an older house. So it's kind of like shaped a little weird. The rooms are a little bit smaller because like they didn't make bedrooms as big, for the year that my house is than they do now. So I don't know. It was listed as a 3-bedroom, but my boyfriend's office area, like I would never make someone sleep in there. Like it's so tiny. Unless somebody was using it as an actual nursery for like an infant child, I would never make someone sleep in there. So then our bedroom, also I'm looking at it and I'm like, yep, no, this is way too long. Like everything's just disproportionate. So our bedroom furniture is like kind of mismatchy. Like I have a teal end table and I believe that he has a yellow end table. So I kind of like tried to do that. And our bedspread is actually like neon orange. There's just like colors everywhere in my house and we don't really have a set like decorative style. Everything's kind of, I like this, I'm going to buy it. It's all just kind of like really mismatched and just like hodgepodgey, but that's how we like it. So this is the basement that I was trying to tell you about. So the actual portion of the basement that's underground is that one that I have there that has like the weird vent and I'm just like kind of putting stuff in. That's our laundry room. So it has our washer dryer, and then I actually have like a pantry in it, and then this extra room off the back here that I'm just like putting random things that has the carpet in. That's the room that's above ground that is still technically part of our basement, but it's not underground. It's so odd. I really wish I could explain it better, but I can't think of another way to explain it. And then at the bottom of the stairs over to the left, there would be another door, and then that's what goes into our garage, which is also half underground, half above ground. So it's so weird. I don't know. If you guys have ever like looked at houses or your house is similar, you'll totally know what I'm saying, but if not, I'm sorry. I'm trying to explain. But yeah, so that's my house, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed this speed build. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. If you want to download my house, it is in the gallery, but it's unfurnished. But I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.